Welcome back to another Behind the Visor here Labor Day weekend at Wilmot Raceway, September 2nd, and talk about one of my most popular drives, I will say, for both the right reason and the wrong reason. But yeah, so here we are. We're going to be lining up here. This is the A main. We qualified fast time, transferred straight from our heat race. We got a really lucky pill draw for the invert, which means that they were doing top 4 invert, which is great because we don't have to start that far in the field. So again, just like every video, what are we doing? We are packing our line down. The track has been weird the last few weeks, so this is my first time driving on it, and I'm just not real sure how to set the car up. So the track has been rough all night, so I kind of set the car up a little rough for the rough, just because you never usually have a track go slick after being so rough. So here I'm just trying to figure out where I want to run. I think one thing as a group we need to do is actually line up better, because like I'm trying to get all the way up there. I'm trying to figure out where the push truck is, or pace truck. So yeah, one minor detail there. So here we are, we're lined up now, and got both Ryans in the front row, which that's always good and bad. It's bad because they are going to check out because they're both really, really fast, but it's also good because they don't typically do anything real stupid, so I don't have to watch what they're doing or if they're going to, spin out or whatever. So we get the one to go here. Now we got Zelski, my teammate, starting first, Marshall starting second right in front of me, and then on the inside we have a rookie, Tyler Cuxhouse, which he does not drive like a rookie. So feeling confident that the cars in front of me and the car on the inside of me, it's gonna be a really good race. Now we get to green, and I'm just like, I gotta hang with whichever Ryan goes. So we get, Marshall gets the jump and he goes down to the bottom. I go down to the bottom just to kind of protect a little bit, but now you can't follow a train on the same track and pass him. So I'm just gonna go up. I kind of get through the rough stuff here and get by his Zelski teammate. But you can see just how rough it is. Like, it's really hard to keep the car pointing straight, but it's also slick. So running the middle-ish top just right in front of the shine, just letting the car slide up, because I still have to run the car through the rough. So that's the way I got the car set up. And Marshall's not pulling away from me, so I'm feeling right here like, okay, we have actually a hot rod if Marshall can't drive away from us. So I know he's running the bottom, so right now I just gotta make sure that he doesn't want to lane change while I'm up here. And right here I get some leverage. We're drag racing here into 3. Drive it in, and kind of hit her hole right here, and points the car straight. So right through the rough again, and I am just honestly just almost closing my eyes and just trying to hold my head as straight as possible because it's so rough getting into 1. Now we're starting to catch the tail a little bit. It's starting to get dusty. It's really hard to start to see further down the track. So now you're just going to be kind of like, as you get closer to the tail of the field, you are almost driving blind, so you just have to like kind of go like by muscle memory from the last couple laps. So this is basically going to be my line for a while, because you just don't pass both Ryans and then just go, I'm going to move lines because they're really quick. Here I get a little tight, and me and Marshall hit there. He throws a slider. Zelski goes on over the top of us, and I'm in the corner, come right back down. Don't see anybody, so just gonna drive it back into 3 and 4 here. Now I know that he got me on the bottom of 3 and 4, which is how he got that run going down the front chute. So now I'm thinking, do I go down to the bottom or do I just stay up here? So I'm just gonna kind of close off that bottom a little bit and slide to the top, just to kind of protect that slider going into 1 again. The thing is just rough. You can tell, you can see the front end's bouncing, and now we get a yellow, which I'm really thankful for, because with the yellow I can actually everything slows down. I can see how the track's changing, but it's also bad because the slower you go over the ruts, the more violent the ruts get. So now I'm going to just try to kind of, pack my line down where I have been running, but also start to look a little bit. But I'm not going to really go that far searching. And then Marshall pulls up next to me. So he had a torsion stop brake, and he's pointing to me, asking if I can check. But at the time, I thought he was mad because we actually kind of bounced wheels. So the tire's not bouncing. So I was just like, yeah, I think you're fine. I think you're fine. But obviously, as a driver, when you feel something that's not right with the car, especially on a really rough track, definitely pull off. So Marshall pulls off there because they're going to check it. The yellow flag car gets pushed off right in front of us. The teammate pulls up next to me. So now I know that it's a 1-2 for Fat Fro. And that's always good for Fat Fro when their cars run 1-2. So coming off of 2 here, we're coming to the green, and pick the speed up a little bit, and restarts are always hard because you just break your momentum, your rhythm up. So just going to try to charge it down into 1 without going too deep, but without going soft either. So run through the middle there and go to the top here, kind of slide it a little bit, because I know Zelski is not afraid to throw a slider. So I'm just trying to protect it a little bit as well. I mean, you have to run it through the rough stuff in 1, and the car gets tight coming off of 2, just based on where that hole is. So every lap I'm just adjusting with brake, but the yellow flag comes out again. And I'm like, crap, I just found where it was the sweet spot of where I wanted to run, but it's always fun with that. So we get to 1 to go, and I'm just going to kind of do the same thing as I did the last restart. I liked how that first lap felt. We're running the new compound. The new compound cools off so much faster than the old compound, so which basically means the car is going to be tight the first few laps, tighter than it was before the yellow came out. So bury it down here into 1, hit the hole, and I can hear someone on my right rear. So instead of going to the wall here, give them a little room, and I'm going to throw a ghost slider just to get back to the top. And at the last second, my teammate shows up there, and now I'm like, oh crap. That's like the cardinal sin, is taking your teammate out, or your brother, And now I'm thinking, crap, I felt like it was wheel to wheel, but I don't know if I have a tire going down now. But again, we're in the lead, so I am not going to just pull off here and roll by here, and my teammate's telling me that I'm number 1, which I kind of figured that was going to happen. It was definitely a night that a lot of the front runners in points were having a rough night. So, my teammate's in second in points, and I just took him out for the win, but it was not intentional at all. I think it's funny that, 8 years of racing, and that's the first time I've ever connected on a slider, and now I am one of the worst drivers ever. Jokingly, of course, but I'll lean into it if I have to. So we get the going on the back chute here. We're coming to green, and now it's looking like okay. Now we gotta win this thing. So get down into one here. I'm gonna keep running my same line that I have been, because it's good but also bad when you're up front like this. Because it's good because I found the line first, but now as I'm running it, I don't know if there's a faster line coming in. So I'm really just making sure that I can just hit my marks here and just be aware of where other cars, if they start showing their nose on the bottom or the top, that I'm gonna have to jump up there or down there. But right now, just running my line, or racing my own race, racing the track here. You know, I'm not really driving in on the top of 3. I'm just kind of trying to catch that rut in 4, just because I just feel that if I keep catching the left rear with that rut down the front chute, I feel that is where the car is liking the drive. Because one of the couple first laps I drove up there, and the thing was just plowing towards the wall. So got a little too much left rear drive in the car right now, but push there. You know, it's dry. You know, we have the benefit of being up front. You know, you see how dusty it is, and you can't even see the first car that's coming a lap down, and then she spins out. So that was another thing with this race. It was just like every lap, I feel like every other lap we got a yellow, and it's just right when I got the car feeling good. You know, I caused one of the yellows, I know that, but like it was just crazy. Surprised that there wasn't any red flags for how dusty it was. Like, I didn't know how dusty it was until I saw like back chute video of how dusty like mid pack was. It was just crazy. So yeah. So we are getting the 1 to go here, and I believe it's 3 laps to go. I hope it's 3 laps to go. This feature is so long. I cut a lot of yellow flag laps out of here. Like, so we're going on the back chute, and just really just trying to change up the restarts every chance I get. So get the green here and just get down into 1, and I just doesn't get off the corner like it was the first couple times. And now I just kind of run through the shine, and coming off there goes the guy that actually restarted 3rd, and now I'm like crap. I dropped the ball. Go back to the top here, and this is when I started to notice how dusty it really is, because I like these cars in front of me now, and we get the white, and at this point I'm just mad at myself. I'm like, really, Crane, you led 15, 16 laps and you just let it go on the last restart. But those 2 guys definitely deserve to get it. I mean, you see how fast they checked out. So my car was definitely a longer run car. Like every chance we got, you know, 5, 6 laps into a run, the 1 or 2 times that it happened, like it felt like the car was actually really good. But this time was just one of those nights where it's just, you can do everything right, and the last time you do something wrong and they make you pay. So that's behind the visor tonight. One of my most popular drives on both sides of the fence, whichever way you want to look at it. Dirty driver, or just a really difficult track to try to figure out to go fast on. So appreciate all the feedback, guys. Thank you so much for following. Don't forget to like, subscribe on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and of course Spotify. Hopefully be at a track pretty soon, and I'll see you guys at the track. Peace. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Dude. You can hear my dad's like, go there, go. Dude, like, I don't know, like, all those yellows are gonna come bite me. Thanks, Ryan, that was fun. I mean, I was surprised that Zelski tried to throw the core on.
Does this thing come up too?
Yeah, just loosen it up for now.